Well, hey friends. Okay, we have got quite a drugstore haul. I'm gonna try it on because a lot of first of all, I need to get ready for the day anyway. And I was just gonna do this as a haul and I thought, why would I not put these on my face and show you? So that's obviously what we're gonna do today. But e.l.f. just launched a bunch of new stuff. Their camo liquid bronzer and contours. I know. They're what I think might be affordable alternatives to Stila ones that I love. They're like liquid eyeshadows. I got another shade in their like shimmer gloss that I love, or I mean in their lip plumping gloss. I also got one of their newest launches, these little shimmery eyeshadows. I think they're meant to be eyeshadow toppers. I'm very curious to give these a try. I also grabbed the new Wet n Wild niacinamide skin tint. I can't believe I haven't tried this yet, to the point where I was going through old videos. I'm like, have I? And I just don't remember it, but no. I am so excited to give this a whirl. I've heard from a couple of you guys that you really like it, so we're gonna see. And then I also have a couple of shades of the Milani Cheek Kiss liquid blushes. These are, I think, brand new shades. So I figured I would give these a try just to see, because the original ones I tried weren't my favorite, but I think part of it was the shade, possibly part of it's the finish. So we're gonna try those out too. Oh, and then I also got the O Face Shimmer Balm. It's definitely part of their O Face like lipstick line that I really do like, but I think it says it's sheer lip balm. We're just gonna try it all. So I wanted to thank today's video sponsor, which is Lumino. They make my favorite whitening strips. I've been using these for the past couple of years now, and I get a lot of DMs and questions from you guys asking how I keep my teeth white, especially considering I love to drink coffee and I talk about it a weird amount. These are so incredible. They actually are sold on Amazon, and they're like the #1 bestseller in the teeth whitening category on Amazon. So a lot of other people love them too. My thing is, I really struggled with previous like other brands of teeth whitening strips. Those would make my teeth so sensitive, even to the point where if I used it one time, it would make my teeth so sensitive that for the next week, even just sitting there, not even drinking cold or hot temperatured things, my teeth would just have that like tingly, almost painful feeling. I have never had that experience with the Lumino ones, which is why I've stuck with them for the past few years. So Lumino uses Dead Sea salt, coconut, and lemon peel to whiten your teeth without causing that sensitivity. It really does work. Another cool thing about them is you can use these strips 7 days in a row. You put them on for 30 minutes at a time, and at the end of the 7 days, your teeth will be very noticeably a different shade. They will be much whiter than when you started. Plus, they are certified non-toxic, they are microbiome safe, and you can get them on Amazon. Super easy to be able to just order. They also gave me a $5 off link. So if you wanna save $5 on this 21 pack on Amazon, I will have the link below. So I am gonna show you how I utilize them. They come in these individually wrapped packs, great for travel as well. I tend to put these on, you leave them on for 30 minutes, and I tend to use them when I'm maybe doing my makeup or hair in the morning, or if it's evening, I'll do it when I'm in the bath and reading. I'll do it when I'm in bed. So it comes like this, upper strip and lower strip. So I am gonna put these on. Wish me luck, because I don't have a mirror, I'm just using the viewfinder. Okay. They're on. I'm gonna go fold some laundry. I'll be back in 30 minutes / 1 second for you. All right, it's time to remove. Whew. We're gonna brush the film off. Be right back. All right, so we are nice, white, bright, and light. I couldn't help myself. So one thing I was thinking about is if you had a special event coming up, whether it was a wedding or a big trip or something like that, this is perfect because, like I said, you can use it 7 days in a row, really kickstart whitening your teeth. Or you could use it the way I use it, which is just for maintenance. I'll use it once a week, give or take. And I feel like that really helps keep the yellowing of my teeth at bay. Like I said, especially considering I drink coffee and tea, it keeps them nice and bright and white. Yeah, so I will have that $5 off link below to buy these on Amazon. I'll have it at the top of the description box and in a pinned comment for you if that's easier. Thank you so much, Lumino, for sponsoring this part of the video. So let's start, of course, with the foundation, but I need to put some stuff on my skin while I do a little skin prep. If you are into these kinds of videos and you're new around here, I will link some of my favorite recent affordable makeup videos I've done. I've done quite a few lately. Definitely check it out. I did one where I ranked all of the drugstore blushes and shared like my #1 pick, etc. And so that one I think is pretty valuable if you're in the market for a new blush. Okay, so it says this hybrid 5% niacinamide skin tint combines skin-loving benefits with makeup, delivers a natural, healthy-looking finish with a radiant glow, lightweight, buildable coverage, shake well. So I'm gonna try one side with a brush and then the other side maybe a sponge. I find that I always end up finishing off whatever face look I'm doing with a sponge anyway, so that's always part of the equation. I think it just makes it look more natural, like it's not just sitting on top of the skin, you know what I mean? Hopefully this shade I feel like looks pretty darn close. I'd ordered a different shade and it was way off. I ordered this on Amazon because I find that it's really hard to find the Wet n Wild new launches for me in store, but Amazon usually has them. Ooh, look at that, look at that. Okay. First of all, that finish is gorgeous. Holy moly. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. I struggle sometimes with skin tints that are like this more liquid formula looking good. I am surprised. So it does say up to 24-hour hydration, clinical test on 32 volunteers. Wow. But even thinking like, if you saw a recent video, I burned my face with my curling wand and it's healed up pretty nicely, but there's still that redness in it. Honestly covered it pretty well. It wasn't too bad at this point, but still. It just looks so like skin. What in the world? I mean, it's definitely glowy. If you had oily skin and you were trying to make this work, you would really have to mattify. Cause like I used a SPF, it's the Naturium one I love, but this is the tinted one. I feel like I mention this every time because it's the SPF I am currently going through. It gives you a very moisturized base. So I feel like this plus that might be too much moisture. I'm definitely gonna need to set this with powder, but I feel like if I use this with like a regular sunscreen, a more matte sunscreen, it would be gorgeous. I don't even wanna use a sponge. Like, this is crazy. The color I got, if you are my shade twin, is light cool. Oh, I didn't finish my thought earlier. Yeah, I ordered another shade that was so dark on me. I didn't open it. I literally looked at the bottle and was like, okay, no, and returned that one. This one was spot on. Oh my gosh, or at least as close as I can get. So, showing you it up close, it definitely has lighter coverage, but it had more coverage than I think I thought it would. Definitely looks natural and pretty on the skin. I should have listened to you guys a long time ago when I was first hearing that you guys were loving it. I should have bought it then. So here we are. I mean, that is so pretty. Let's try just for fun, if you're curious, to do a little more coverage on the cheeks just to see if it is actually buildable. This brush I'll link below. I think I still have like a 10 or 15% off code. It's one of my favorite line of brushes. And this one for foundation or skin tints is always flawless because it's like, it's just perfect. It's kind of a unique shape. It's like off, you know. Okay, so with that second layer versus not, it definitely adds a little bit more coverage. Woo, we need a powder though. So just because I feel like sometimes where my like brows are, I feel like it always needs a little like pressing in with something like this. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, overall, this is beautiful. Really, really pretty. If you're wanting a light to medium coverage look that looks like skin, wow. Wow. Also, I should probably put some lip balm on. Well, hey, let's try, it might look weird, I don't know. Let's try the O Faced Shimmer Balm. So, like I said, this says it's in the shade Pearlfection. I don't think I said like I said as if I had said that. I hadn't. Why can I never, like any of the e.l.f. packaging, I struggle so hard to get things out of it. What is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong, you know? It's in that same O Faced packaging. Ooh, with the gold, okay. Wow, that is a lot of glitter. Okay, so we were talking about actual glitter flecks there. Not quite what I expected. It's pretty to look at, I will say, but I don't know, guys. I mean, I could see where this could be fun to have, but it doesn't feel wildly, I mean, it's like, it does feel like a lip balm. It's not wildly oily or anything. It just feels like a balm. Why did I say it like that? Balm. It's kind of fun. I don't know how often I would wear this. I think it would really take me off guard every time I looked in the mirror and saw glitter on my lips. But I do feel like this could be pretty, especially if you just put lip liner on and colored your lips in with the lip liner and put this on top. But honestly, at that point, I feel like I would probably just reach for a lip gloss. But I have a feeling someone will love this. I just don't think I'm the right person. But we'll leave it on for a bit, just see how it all goes. So I need to do concealer and brows real fast. So I'm trying to determine the order of operations here because I want to see what these glitter eyeshadows look like. So I think we're going to try these on their own. I can always like wipe it off to be able to try the liquid eyeshadows because I fear that if I use the liquid eyeshadow first and then put this on top, it's going to be hard to tell because they're all kind of glittery. So let's just try these. So these are the Fine as Fleck glitter eyeshadows. I got 2 different shades. They're in these kind of cute little clear things. I just think that's cute. All right, so this is White Hot and that is Pop Off Pink. So there they are. I'm gonna use my finger and I'm gonna try White Hot on this side just to see. Yeah, these are definitely gonna be more of a wash of color, I have to say. Okay, this is what I was hoping these would be. I was hoping these would be an alternative that's cheaper for the Makeup by Mario. It's like this pressed illuminator thing you can use on the eyes, but it always breaks into a million pieces. But what I love about it is it makes your eye look wet without using any type of gloss. Like it literally looks glossy. And this is exactly what it's doing. So if that's what you're buying this for, you will like this shade. If you're buying it to be like a standalone shimmer shadow that's got like pigment, I don't know that this is gonna be right for you. So let's try Pop Off Pink on the other side and then maybe we'll wipe it off and try the liquid shadows. This one is definitely less obvious on my skin because it's just closer to my skin tone, I guess. So there you can kind of see what they look like. I think they're actually kind of pretty on their own. Like I said, I just think you have to go into these knowing what you're getting, like what these really are. I'm assuming that's what it's meant to be, but I could see, well, glitter eyeshadow. I feel like if they wanted to be an eyeshadow topper, they'd call it like a glitter eyeshadow topper. Let me look at how they market it. Now I'm just curious. Okay, no, it does. It says long lasting sheer sparkle eyeshadow topper. So that is how they're actually marketed. So there you go. I think they're pretty. I'm excited to mess with these. Because this is the kind of thing I really like to just jazz up an eyeshadow look just a little bit. Sometimes when I like wipe off eyeshadow like this or whatever, I'm like, gosh, it's crazy. Like, you know, I'll put on foundation and concealer, but I'll feel like, oh, it's not like super high coverage. Then I'll remove something and I'm like, wow, no, it actually covers a lot. So let me just kind of try to cover that in. It has been so windy here, which is kind of fun. Like it's like well, today is a weird weather day where it's like weirdly warm, but the wind has just been a blowing. But because it's a warmer wind, I don't mind it. I don't know. I've been enjoying it. All right, now that we're kind of back at square one, that is an exciting launch to me personally because I like that kind of product, but I could see why people might be a little disappointed in that. So let's swatch these. I know that I've tried one of these before. So I don't know if these are new colors that they launched, and I don't think they had the duochrome one before. So duochrome, this is in the shade Cyber Pink. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh my. That's fun. So there's very, very finely milled like shimmer. It's not like big chunky glitter particles. This one is in the shade, yeah, I might even own this shade now that I'm thinking about it. Sorry guys. Flirty Birdie. Yeah, maybe I do. My complaint about this, right off the bat, I love this color so much. I'm excited to try it. But the glitter in it is very, very silver. And I always want it to look slightly different. I think because the one I love from Stila, it's called, what's the shade? Wanderlust. And it's almost like if you mixed this duochrome with that, you'd kind of, now I want to do that. Let's do it. You'd kind of get the vibe. It's like the sparkle in it is more of that duochrome. Ooh, that is kind of cool mixed together. There, I mix it. I don't know if you can kind of tell the difference. Anyways, I digress. These Kirkland makeup removing towelettes smell like the car wash. Not in a bad way. I was trying to pinpoint like, what does that smell like? It smells like the car wash. Okay, just for funsies, I'm gonna put on the duochrome and just see what it looks like on its own and then either top it with the other or wipe it off and start over. I don't know, we'll just see. So this is definitely more like the second you start blending it in, it definitely shears out. So I think this also could be cool just over something versus on its own. And then let's just try Flirty Birdie on its own over here. And of course, we can let it dry and tap more on top too. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can apply this. Yeah, this one definitely, the color really disappears quickly. I'm trying not to even like blend, just like tap it. And I feel like the color is gone, but the glitter's there. So the way I use even the Stila one, okay, this one, by the way, is very liquid to the point where I had it sideways and it was dripping out. It's not like creamy like you might think. It really is more liquid, which is probably why it really does become more sheer. So I don't know. I think if you are looking for these to be again, a shadow topper, you would probably really like it. But if you're wanting them to be, at least these shades, to be like something more than they are, I feel that you'll feel the same disappointment you might feel in the single shadows. If I were to recommend one or the other, I think ease of use, this one in the shade White Hot is so pretty. And again, you could tap it on anything. So I guess we're gonna wipe this off. No matter what, we're gonna have some glitter residue. There's no doubt about that. So I'm gonna do just like a traditional look I do with one of my favorite drugstore palettes from NYX, and then just top it with that glitter topper to show you how I would use it. So I'm just getting my normal kind of ivory shade here just to kind of blank everything out, kind of set that concealer. And then I just get, I don't know, maybe this Dusty Rose shade. So this is truly like my everyday shadow. And so I could put the shimmer that I love on the lid and then add this on top, or just add it on top of what I got going on. We're just gonna try it on top of what I got going on, just out of curiosity. Yeah, it really does give that wet look. This is so exciting because this is so much cheaper than that Makeup by Mario one, and as of right now, it's not breaking into a million pieces. That one is so fine. I almost can't even explain that texture. This one feels more like a regular eyeshadow, but it gives the look I really like. So that is so exciting. All right, let's move on. So I'm just kind of finishing up. I'll link, I use my liner I use all the time. And then the mascara I'm using is L'Oreal Panorama. I really, really like this mascara, you guys. This one I've definitely had a few months. I think I just need to repurchase it. I think it's getting dried out a bit. Honestly, this and the single eyeshadows were why I placed this order. So these are the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contours. I love a cream and liquid bronzer. I have tried almost everything. I'm being serious. I think I've tried nearly everything out there. So I'm gonna be harsh on these. We're gonna really try them out and see and compare. So I got one that's a little bit cooler and one that's a little bit warmer. So this one is a little more contoury. This one's a little bit more bronzery, you know. So I've got fair and then fair light. So let's swatch them first. These kind of remind me packaging wise of the way the Say liquid blush and bronzers are packaged, which I love both of those products. The doe foot on it's a little bit larger. So there's fair light. So they definitely are cooler versus warmer. Not sure which one I want to use. I think I'm going to use the more bronzy one. How about this? Let's use the contour where contour really goes, just like right back there. Let's just mess around and find out, you know? And then I'm using one of my favorite brushes to use for this kind of thing, the e.l.f. Putty Primer Applicator. Do they still have this? It's really good for this exact thing. Wow. That looks really nice. So without it and with, it just adds that little you know what I mean? Okay, that was really easy to blend in too. And it doesn't seem to be disturbing and like messing up the foundation underneath it. You know what I mean? Blend it a little bit. But I can see this shade being one that you don't want to go overboard with because it's really going to look more like a shadow versus a bronzy bit. So let's do a little bit of the bronzer shade. I'm gonna wipe that brush off and use it again because I feel like it's doing a good job. A little bit goes a long way, okay? That's like way too much. And this is, because of my light, it like kind of brightens things a bit, but I'm just gonna keep this going up here. That a little bit really goes a long way. I am excited to put some powder on this face, okay? That looks nice though. I have to say, e.l.f.'s, some of their recent launches, I've loved some, I've been very underwhelmed by others. This is getting me real excited. So I'm gonna do a little bit less, maybe just like 2 dots over here. It just spreads really nicely. I would recommend get this brush if they still sell it. I hope they do. Wow. But it still looks like skin. I am loving this if you can't tell. And I look bronzed, okay? I look tanner than when I came in this room, I'll tell you. So, okay. Very excited about that. So let's try a new shade from the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush and Glow. I've got Dolce Pink. Pink Cava is what I'm leaning towards. Let's try Pink Cava. Cafe I might swatch as well. I think Dolce Pink might be a little more pink than I really want right now. So it's got that, oh boy. So this is Pink Cava, that's Cafe. I actually think I want to use Cafe. I'm just gonna get a little bit on there. This definitely is reminiscent of like the Charlotte Tilbury. No surprise there, e.l.f. loves to dupe Charlotte Tilbury. They're blush wands. I mean, it looks exactly like this. This shade reminds me a lot of Pillow Talk. A lot. That's pretty though. My biggest beef with products like this are that I feel like a lot of times they can look splotchy on the skin. I don't know if it's because of the shimmer part of it where it just like catches the light weird or what, but I have to say this one in Cafe, I am really, really enjoying. Like that is so pretty to me. I am looking like a, I don't even know what to say, like glowy goddess. I don't know. It's too much. So let's settle this down a bit. I used to not ever want to put powder on top of like liquid bronzer, blush, or creams. But lately I've done just a thin layer because it of course helps it last longer. But if you don't go crazy, it's still gonna glow through it. So then it'll kind of look a little more uniform. It'll stay a little longer, but it's still gonna kind of shine through. You see what I mean? So anyway, looking back at the eyeshadow, I am really loving that topper. Oh my gosh. Is there anything better than finding something that is so much less expensive that is so, so good? I don't think there's anything better in the world. Of course, this is part of what I do, but still, it just makes me so happy. All right, so I've still got that lip balm on from earlier with the glitter. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's not like the glitter is so wildly obvious, and it is comfy like a balm, so I wonder if I will find myself actually using it more than I think. But for now, let's try the new gloss from e.l.f. Let me rephrase. The gloss is new-ish, the lip plumping gloss. I love this. It's a new shade for me. This is not a new shade for me. Jessica, you have had this shade for a long time. Champagne Glam. Nonetheless, I am an idiot. These remind me of the Buxom ones. This one's not feeling as, no, there we go. The one I've been using is a little more pink, and I don't think it has any like shimmer in it. And I absolutely love it. It makes my lips look so plump, but it's not like, it's got that slight bit of plumping tingling, but nothing crazy, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like it looks so pretty, even just on like nothing on your lips. This kind of slight shimmer is gorgeous. Looks even prettier over lipstick as well. So man, what a great little haul. Not even little, I feel like we tried a lot. I need to like figure out, maybe I'll like actually pull my hair back. Anyway, this is how you're getting me right now. So I like to share kind of my top recommendations after trying all of this. First of all, this skin tint, I cannot believe how much I am liking it. I can't believe how much coverage there is. I can't believe how skin-like it looks while still having coverage is really sending me, okay? So this, I really recommend. Undoubtedly, you'll need to powder it. I feel like even if you have drier skin, you probably will need to powder it, but I really like it. Obviously, you know I'm loving this White Hot eyeshadow and the wet look it gives. Blown away by the e.l.f. contour thing. Like so pretty. I mean, honestly, you know I already love the lip gloss. I was pretty surprised at how much I liked the shade Cafe from Milani. I would say the only duds, kind of, and that's even kind of a stretch, is the e.l.f. lip balm, but I like it. And then these liquid eyeshadows. The duochrome is definitely pretty cool. And there are different shades. The glitter one, there's just better out there. So these were the only ones that I was kind of like, meh. But everything else, like what a time to be alive, you know? There's so many incredible makeup at the drugstore, or at least at a more affordable price point these days. Now, do I think that price point has gone up in recent years? Of course. But nonetheless, you can really find an incredible amount of makeup. You don't have to spend the Sephora prices. Like obviously there's a lot of high-end makeup I love, but I love to reiterate that you really don't have to anymore. Like not that you ever had to, but nowadays drugstore makeup is really, really good. Like it was good before, it is stellar now. So anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to check out another of my videos, I recently did what I kind of called a drugstore starter kit, or like an affordable makeup favorites video where I do a full face of my top recommendations. So I'll link that video if you want to check it out now. I hope you subscribe and stick around for more videos. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.